I've got to dig for pictures.
He worked hard. He worked hard.
So you guys were all working at that same park. He said he worked at the park.
Yeah.
In the summers or something like that.
Yeah.
Uncle Gordy is like Papa Light.
Yes.
Do you agree?
We're not opening
In
another
high
one.
school.
Yeah,
It's
Papa's.
almost,
I used
it's
to.
almost 50.
I'd run a lawnmower crew
No,
down
I
there.
mean,
We'd have
he's light. I mean, Papa's light.
3 lawnmowers, 2 guys and myself.
You know,
I had to keep an eye on them.
Yeah.
And what we do, we'd go down and make 3 rings around the tree.
Yeah.
So
you can keep going.
Would go, you know, and go on down and do the edge along the curb.
Yep.
And you'd have to, in the morning, you'd have to make sure your lawnmower bed plate's set and it's sharp. You take a piece of paper and you put it in there and kick the blade and it'd shiver that paper. Then you know you're set right. See, if it cut the paper. If it didn't cut the paper, you had to loosen it up, move it up a little bit, because the grass wouldn't be cut. See, so the little bed plate that goes across in the reel. See, we didn't have.
Oh, that's right. You didn't have spinning.
Yeah,
You had
push
the
mower.
old, spin around like this.
Yeah, you're not.
Right.
I see you thinking.
Like, what are you talking about? In the exhaust? No.
No power.
This
mower.
is the spinning
this
ones.
Is the power.
Yeah.
So I'd catch these guys every once.
Wait a minute. You guys would have to push around every single one of those trees out there?
Yeah.
With a push.
Push more. Yeah, and I'd have 3 guys working with me, or 2 guys working with me. See, and sometimes 3, but mainly 2. And but sometimes they'd be lazy farts. You'd have to watch them.
Right.
Crawl up under the boughs of a pine tree, you know, and go sleep. But it was an all right job. And Mondays was a hard day. We had to empty the garbage cans, and you go after one of these factory picnics. The half the garbage cans are filled with watermelon rind, you know, heavier than a son of a bitch, you know.
And all the
Take 2
flies.
guys, and we have to throw them up in a truck, you know, empty them. What's that?
Tell them about the tobacco story.
Oh, shit. That was terrible. Anyway, my boss, Bud Schilling, was a little stocky guy, you know, and he always had a cigarette in his mouth. Dang on, his eye was always closed. The smoke's going up. Ash about that long hanging on it, you know. And this one was a big old plug of tobacco. So I'm getting ready to get the lawn crew out, you know. And he says, "Here, take a chaw," you know. So I bit off a big chunk of it, you know, and I'm getting it softened up. You know, it's kind of spongy, until you soften it up. And then it's growing in your mouth, you know. And so I'm spitting, you know, and I'm pushing along. And all of a sudden I hit a damn pine cone in the real blade, you know. It hit my stomach and down went the whole damn. You talk about sick.
And you had to work the rest of the day.
I was heaving.
Ooh.
And I tell you, I thought I was falling off the earth. It was just going
was
around and
full
around.
on.
And I was digging. And my fingernails hurt because it was full of grass and dirt. Trying to hang on to earth. And here I'm laying flat on my tongue. I ain't going anywhere. But I was just sicker than
Can
hell.
you imagine the worst thing? Worst.
Boy, I never was that sick in my life. And you know, for years, if anybody offered me a cigarette, I could bring it up to my mouth and
start to gag.
Take it back. I don't want it. You know, it just your stomach gets boy.
He said he never thought the world could spin that long. He said, now, if people that do drugs like that feeling, I cannot understand.
Yeah, I said, I know how druggy must feel.
Yeah, oh my God.
Well, why is it? Because I noticed when we were even in Wheeling this last time, there was a lot of like tobacco cigar shops that back in the day.
Oh yeah,
there was like cigar plants.
My mom was a hand roll cigars at Polex.
But where were they growing the
You
tobacco?
heard.
Down in the Carolinas and just shipping it up?
Oh, I know.
What, the leaves?
Yeah.
Yeah, they ship big tobacco leaves up. And my mom's company was named Pollock, P-O-L-L-O-C-K. And there was
in the war.
A bunch of Jewish people, obviously.
there was
probably,
a
right?
marsh wheeling,
You're so smart.
you know, that is stogie, marsh wheeling. You see that marsh wheeling a lot of times
Yes.
in the boxes,
Yes.
you know.
I think that's what I saw.
And anyway, my mom was one of they called them. They had a stripper what would strip the vein out of them big tobacco leaves, and each half a leaf was what the roller would get, and they'd go and roll that stogie. And that's what she did. That's what she did, and it was an art.
It's a very much an art.
Yeah.
And your mom would do that.
Yeah, and she did it for...
That was during the war, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she went in and worked during the war, you know, to help feed his kids and so on. And I don't know, they did a lot. My dad used to tell me about the girls. He worked at the stamping works for a while, and then he worked at the foundry down there, right as you come around Wheeling Hill, there where McCulloch's Leaf is, babe.
Yeah.
There was a foundry down in there, and he worked at that.
Yeah.
And they were making tank tops, and he was grinding off the flashing when they mold a tank top, then they get flashings on it. Well, he'd grind them off, you know, and then they'd have to bore holes and do different stuff. But when he worked at the stamping plant, all the girls, a lot of girls worked at the stamping plant.
Because all the guys went out to war.
And they get paid by the hour, you know. And he said, he was telling me that they wouldn't even take a bathroom break. They just spread their legs and piss out.
Really?
Yeah, just go.
To make the money.
Because they're making money in the stamping work.
Oh, because it was all piece wise. That's all. How many pieces you're making per hour? That's what you're getting paid.
Piece work.
Piece wise, yeah.
Peas.
Yeah, piece wise.
Peas on it.
Piece
He's
work.
on.
But
Holy
and
shit.
then he worked at Weimer's for a long time, and that was a meat cutting or butcher shop. And I went down to watch him one time, and here they bring these pigs in, and shit, them pigs are from here to the wall long, big suckers, you know. And they put them in their catty corner where they can't move around too much. And the guy stands up on a little ledge with a sledgehammer.
Right.
Jesus.
Boom!
Oh, yeah.
Hits him like the head.
Yeah.
The pig goes like that. So then they hook him by the back. You know, this thing in their back. Bring them up and come over, slit their throat. And he says, there's
Who was doing that?
always these guys there, old guys, you know, and they would, when they slit the throat, they catch their blood in the glass.
Yeah.
You know.
Drink the blood. Who was doing that though?
Drink the blood, huh?
Who was doing that?
The
The
vampire.
guys that work there.
No, but who did you know that worked there?
Oh, he didn't know.
I didn't know their names.
Oh, you just
My
knew
dad
people that.
worked there.
Your dad? Oh, that's right, because he was a butcher.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and he was saying,
Who would drink
he was
their
telling me
blood?
one time,
Can you imagine that?
he was telling me, you know, they wear boots. And he was telling me one time when they were sticking them pigs, you know, after they hit him in the head, well, the pig jumped off the damn hook.
Oh, Jesus.
Flopped
Yeah, because
around,
it's
big sucker.
Yeah.
Flopped around, hit the ground, and the guy put his boot out like that, and that sucker bit the heel right off his boot. And the guy was, oh shit, he thought he lost his whole foot. He bit the heel off a rubber boot.
After,
Oh, yeah.
Boom, bit
They're
him
mean
out.
bastards.
Huh?
after they cut his
After he cut his throat.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Because
hit
the
him in
nerves are
head
still
with a
kicking.
sledgehammer.
Oh, they're mean. Oh,
Yeah.
pigs are mean.
Yeah, boy, he said that.
When I was a kid, we used to, on Rowell Avenue, they had that farm there. It was a pig farm. and they had all kind of pigs there, and they had chickens. Chickens would go in there and they just eat the shit out, eat them alive.
Pigs would?
The pigs would?
Oh yeah, they're meaner and shit.
Yeah, because they'll just eat
They
anything.
eat like everything.
Oh, I didn't know
And
that.
so we'd stir up the chickens, and they'd go into the pigs, and the pigs would eat them alive. That's like, oh shit, they're mean.
I didn't realize that. I
I
thought
mean,
that
I was
they did
like
whatever.
12, 14.